All right, my fellow, my loving and powerful subscribers, welcome back to another video. This is your girl, Miss Bev here, and today I just quickly want to talk about something. But first and foremost, let's talk about Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. Colossians chapter 3 verse 12, it says, "Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience." Today was a beautiful day. Last week, week before last week, I sent an email out, guys. I sent a text to Kayla's teacher, and I told you guys that I was able to to donate some things to her class, to her classroom, and so once I did that, she sent back to say thanks and all of that good stuff. And I was telling her, she was saying, oh my God, you know, like she couldn't believe that she got the gifts. And so I said to her, you know, also personalized t-shirts, and I have the equipment here just sitting. I did some shirts, give away some shirts and stuff, but I said it's just sitting here, and somebody will, I wish I could find somebody to teach the art of personalizing shirts so they could use the things. Had a lot of shirts sitting there in a box, and you know, a lot of vinyl. I don't know at what point they're going to become worthless, so if somebody could use them, why not, you know? And she sent back to me there, she said, oh my God, that's something I would have loved. I've thought about it and I can't believe, she said, I am interested. So happened that last week when she should come, something happened to her mom. She didn't get to come. She had to rush home to see her, to help her mother. Then the following weekend we decided on a time, and then what happened was that she got sick. Spent time in the hospital, went back home, didn't go to work for 3 days. So this week, she didn't go to work Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Monday, Tuesday were the hurricane, it was a tropical storm days out, and she didn't go to school, she was sick. So yesterday she had sent and asked if today would have been okay. And I said, well, it's the Sabbath, but you know, God says do good on the Sabbath instead of bad. And so I said, if this is the time you can come, then come. There's nothing bad we're doing. I'm helping you, teaching you. and so we decided, and today she felt better and she kept the appointment. And so it was just refreshing, you know, just to see her and Kayla, and to know that this is a person who has Kayla so many hours in a day I'm working with. And you know, it really, really says a lot to me. And again, as parents, because that's the role I'm playing again, we have to understand, the whole picture of the teaching and learning and the sacrifices and the patience and sometimes how hard it is to even be kind, because you're kind here, but then they do something over there, but I was proud of this young lady, very young lady, and just to listen to her as she addresses teaching from her point of view, and it really warms my heart, because yes, one size doesn't fit all, and listen to her explaining, you know, I felt good, because our experiences are all different. We will look at one thing and you see many ways to use this piece of paper, But from my experience, I know that it's a sticky note. I should write a note on it and stick it in a book, while you might see it as something to do something differently with, to mark the pages of your Bible, to, but we're talking about the same thing. And so the same way, depending on where we are, who we are, we read the same verse in the Bible and we interpret it differently. So teaching is an art. Unlike nursing, you're a nurse, you're bandaging a wound. This is the way it's bandaged. You clean it, you do this. It has a way to do it. But teaching is such an art. It is, you have to go in with an open mind and understanding that every child that sits in front of you comes with his or her own baggage, or his or her own way of exposure and of doing things. And so you, in your space, have to be able to reach that child in the capacity of experience that he or she comes with. A lot of kids, you speak softly to them, they don't even hear you because they're used to people yelling and screaming at them. A lot of kids, you tell them stop and they don't hear you until you go and you slap their hands, because that's what they're accustomed to. A lot of kids, if you don't tell them to do something, they don't do it. They're not responsible. They're not capable of just doing something without being told or being... And so the experiences are different. And as a teacher, we know that you have to walk in with so many different hats to meet the needs of all the beautiful children that you work with. So it was truly encouraging and interesting and just beautiful just to talk to this young person as she, as she expresses her thoughts on educating the young minds. So hats off to you, Miss Dixon. Thank you for coming. Thank you for wanting to learn. Thank you for learning so quickly. We did 2 shirts and they were quick learn. I told her she can go on to YouTube for more tutoring if she needs it. But I'm right here as well. And she promised that she will go and light up her world with her little candle. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful to God that it's gone. It's not sitting there just gathering dust. I was able to also make a few shirts more for for the mobile market lady. Come here, Kayla, please, there. And so she came to pick it up because when she came on Thursday, Kayla, could you bring me my Cerasee and the other leaves right there? When she came on Thursday, the shirts I made for her, she said, I shouldn't have worn it because we need it for the holidays. So I didn't say a word to her. I just came in and I said, let me make shirts for the holidays for them. So I did do their shirts for both her and her husband. And I did, thank you. I did the shirts for their holidays. And another couple with the gold on it, with the gold. And so she's so excited, so grateful. And so she stopped by today with her daughter and they picked it up. She brought me some Cerasee. I told her I didn't want too much since she has access to it. So I didn't want too much at once. So I have some Cerasee to make some tea, which, as I said, I'm not using sugar anymore, but the flavoring from the tea is enough. And she also brought me some soursop leaves, so I will be able to make some tea and have these to drink. So this is your soursop leaf, and it has benefits, health benefits in them, as the Lord says that He gave us all these bushes for the healing of the land. So again, let us remember Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12. And it tells us that we are God's chosen people. We're holy and dearly loved. He says, clothe ourselves with compassion, with kindness, with humility, with gentleness, and with patience. So today I'm thankful that I could make people happy, just make people happy. I'm thankful for that. And I just pray and hope that as they're blessed, that they will continue onward and upwards and be a blessing to others. So the next, keep watching the video, because there's a small interview with Kayla's teacher. So guys, this is Kayla's teacher, Miss Dixon.
Hi.
Beautiful young lady. And I'm older now, guys, so I thought I needed to just teach her how to use. Well, I actually sent a little note to her that I wanted to find somebody, a young person, who would be interested to use for me to teach them how to use the heat press and the Cricut in order to personalize t-shirts. She was so excited. This was something she had prayed for, and God really answered her prayer out of the clear blue. Not sure why I selected her, but that's how God works. Today she came in for her lessons, a quick learner, and guys, we went through the whole process, and this is the end result. That is her just lifting the heat press. Yes, you could have taken it out. Finish the heat press. Once you finish, always turn off the power of the sun. And that's the finished project. Tell me how you feel, Miss Dixon.
I am very grateful for the opportunity to learn this. As Mrs. Black stated before, this has been a dream of mine. So for it to be fulfilled, I am beyond grateful. I don't know how to express how thankful I am for her, for this opportunity. And I wish I hope I get the opportunity as she does to help others to do this.
Awesome.
And I will put this lesson to great work. So thank you again, Mrs. Black.
So, you know, Miss Dixon, Kayla, just stand up next to your teacher. Kayla came to you, and in the beginning it was a little rocky. As a teacher myself, there were things that I expected, and understanding you were teaching 2 grades. You're teaching 2nd grade and 3rd grade, and my concern was, how will she execute these things to 2 different grade levels? She's teaching 2 full curriculum, guys, in a day. And so that was my concern. But she proved to me that when I got to her, she reached out to me. She was helping Kayla to be focused. Kayla was a lot of playing, a lot of distraction, a lot of unfinished work. Once she get on board, we start working as a team. Guys, you see the progress in Kayla. Kayla is passing her spelling test. Kayla is getting awards. Kayla is reading and writing, which she couldn't do. She couldn't write a sentence. Oh my God, now Kayla is writing, guys. And so for that, I am grateful to her. And this is why I selected her. When she said she was interested, I said, I'm going to do it with her. And so today, we see the progress. I know she's going to do well. I know she's going to make things happen. I know she's going to pay it forward. And so, guys, each one helps one. That's all I can say. You come to this country, and we were a little bit luckier to have access to so much. We know how it is in Jamaica. We know what salaries look like. We know what cost of living look like. So you come back home, guys, as a returning resident, help somebody. If you help one as you go along, then your living will not be in vain. No, your living will not be in vain. So let's go out there and help them. Kayla, how do you feel to be standing next to your teacher?
Good.
You feel good? Yes. And this is why you have to go to school and be respectful and kind, so that, because you never know when and where you're going to find your teacher. And it's such a pleasure to see you standing next to her. She came in, she hugged you, she greeted you. She wasn't like, oh my God. That made me feel good, because, you know, sometimes the kids can be a handful. And so thank you so much for all that you do. I'm trying to reach out for resources for the teachers, guys. Please help me help them. So I will do another video asking for your support. So Miss Dixon, God be with you. I am grateful to do this. I grew up with a grandmother who was just giving back. She never looked for anything in return. She just helped. And so I'm happy that that was my experience. That's what I grew up with, and it's still with me today. So enjoy the blessing. The heat press is yours. The other piece, the cricket, is yours. The t-shirts are yours, and the vinyl are yours to go light your candle and do your thing. So God bless you.
Thank you, and God bless you too.
All right. Yes.